Around 800 million people worldwide need a hearing aid, and 80% will never have access to one. The average cost of a hearing aid in the US is $4,700. When you understand how the ear actually processes sound, the anatomy, the mechanism, you realize you don't need 90% of what's in a hearing aid.
And in the past 6 months, we found a solution, and it costs $1 to make. Just a few years ago, my grandpa needed a hearing aid. 1.5 years, he couldn't afford to get one. He couldn't even try to go get a hearing test. And once he got one, he went home and he took it off. There was too much frequency loss, there was too much noise that was in his ear, and he didn't like it at all.
So how exactly does the ear work? So sound enters through the outer membrane of the ear, where it passes through the ear canal. Once it passes through the ear canal, it hits something called the tympanic membrane. And this causes vibration, which hits 3 different bones, the malleus, the incus, and the stapes, which basically act as a lever system. Once this happens, this creates a pressure buildup, and it increases the mechanical advantage of the ear, which is exactly what we try and replicate.
We spent weeks researching every single different type of sound amplification, and we realized that it was hidden in plain sight the whole time.
We saw that we can replicate how the ear actually works in a fully mechanical solution, which is exactly what we created.
There's been a lot of iterations and a lot of change, but we ended up getting to what we wanted. Here is our tympanic membrane, built and tensioned to be able to sound exactly like your own, as well as levers that act like the malleus, incus, and stapes, which transfer the sound from a larger membrane to a smaller membrane, bringing you the sound that you need. We want to make sure that everybody's is custom, everyone's is exactly the way that they need it to be. So we make sure that everything is first printed properly, everything is specifically custom to them, and then we assemble it.
The way it's actually created is through a key software component. They take a picture of their ear, and it automatically gets that measurements of their ear and sees exactly where every single point of their ear is. And once this is made, it takes all those components and it does a second part where the user actually gets tested for hearing loss, where they do a basic series of testing to see exactly what kind of hearing loss they have. And once this is both done, it combines these two together to create a fully personalized and custom fit hearing aid in under 10